Hi guys, welcome back to Sarthak Reads. Today I'll read the story of the 19th figurine. On the 19th day, when King Bhoj was about to sit on the throne, the 19th figurine barred his way. She started telling another story of Vikramaditya after introducing herself. Wait, King Bhoj, I am the 19th figurine of King Vikramaditya's throne. My name is Rooprekha. I'll tell you a story which shows King Vikramaditya's capability of making just decisions. First, listen to the story and then decide whether you are worthy of sitting on this throne or not. The figurine then started narrating the story. One day, two saints came to the court of Vikramaditya and said, King, there's a dispute between us regarding a matter. Please help us. When Vikramaditya asked them the matter, one of the saints said, According to me, mind is the strongest part in the human body. A human being does whatever his mind says. Every human being is dependent on his mind. The second saint said, My view is different. According to me, knowledge is the most important factor. If a person has a vast knowledge, then he can control his mind also. King Vikramaditya listened to their arguments carefully. It was a difficult question. Therefore, he asked the saints to come after a few days. Whenever such difficult situations arose, Vikramaditya searched for the answers by going and talking to his people. He disguised himself as an ordinary person and walked on the streets of Ujjain. Suddenly, he saw a youth who was sitting under a tree. His clothes were in rags and he looked very tired. Vikramaditya went to him and said, If I am not mistaken, then you are Naurangi Das, son of Seth Gopal Das. Yes, I am Seth Gopal Das' son, but now I am only Naurangi, said the youth. What happened to you? Why are you in such a bad condition? As far as I know, your father has left a huge property for you and your brother, asked Vikramaditya. Naurangi Das replied, Yes, gentleman, you are right. I am solely responsible for this condition of mine, but I didn't recognize you. Tell me, who are you? Then Vikramaditya smiled and said, I was your father's friend. I know everything about your family. Tell me about your brother, Saurangi Das. How is he and what is he doing now? He is absolutely fine. He is now a big businessman, said Naurangi Das. Vikramaditya patted on his shoulders and asked him about his poor condition. Naurangi Das replied with tears in his eyes, I am responsible for my condition. My father left a huge portion of his property for me, but I spent all the money on bad habits. My brother warned me several times, but I never paid attention to his words. Soon I became penniless. Now I have nothing. I earn my bread by working as a laborer. After listening to Naurangi Das, the king got the answer to one half of the dispute between the two saints. The youth was incapable of keeping his mind in control and his mind was unstable. That has resulted in his present condition. He then asked the youth, Now, what do you want to do in future? He replied, I have learnt many things from my previous mistakes. I am working hard to earn my livelihood. By saving some money, I have brought a bullock cart. I work throughout the day. Now, you have the knowledge and you can control your mind as well, said King Vikramaditya. King Vikramaditya got the answer to the second half of the dispute too. Vikramaditya was impressed with the confidence of Naurangi Das and gave him some gold coins as a reward. He said, Keep these and start a good business. If you have really changed yourself, then you will improve very soon. Vikramaditya then revealed his identity. Naurangi Das then bowed before the king and thanked him. King Vikramaditya returned to his palace with the answer. After some days, the two saints arrived at the king's court and asked for justice. Vikramaditya said, I have the solution to your dispute. It is true that mind always dominates the body of a person. A person whose mind is not in his control cannot succeed in life, as it has happened in the case of Naurangi Das. When he knew how to control his mind, then he started prospering. If the mind is like a horse, then knowledge is the rider. So, both have their importance in life. The saints asked him about Naurangidas. Vikramaditya told them the entire story. The saints were satisfied with the answer of Vikramaditya. They gave a magical chalk to the king and said, "This chalk is magical. The quality of this chalk is that whenever you will draw something with this chalk, the drawn object will turn into reality at night. Not only this, you can also hear the conversation in case you make human sketches." After they went away, King Vikramaditya thought of testing the chalk. He went into his room and drew the picture of Lord Krishna and Goddess Saraswati on the wall with the chalk. At night, the king saw Lord Krishna and Goddess Saraswati in reality. In the morning, they both disappeared while the picture remained there on the wall. Now the king became occupied with making pictures during the day and enjoying their company at night. When the king did not meet his queens for many days, they felt disturbed and upset. They went to the king and told him about the problem. The king realized that his mind also had become unstable and uncontrolled. He told the queens about the chalk too and repented for his mistake. After narrating the whole story, the figurine asked, "Have you ever solved such a difficult problem? If yes, then you can sit on this throne. Otherwise, return back to your palace." King Bhoj returned to his palace. That's it for me now, guys. Hope you enjoyed listening to this story. Lots more coming your way. Bye-bye.